And thanks for staying with us here in Weather Nation as we continue our coverage of Iselle as she impacts the Hawaiian Islands. I'm meteorologist Stephanie Ortmann. We have our very own storm chaser, Jeff Piotrowski, there on the Big Island covering the storm for us, and we have him on the phone. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us, and tell everyone where on the Big Island you are and what kind of weather conditions you're dealing with right now.
Right, well, on the South Shore here, and we're just to the southwest of Hilo, about 20 miles. And we drove all the way to the southwestern tip near Palin, where they had experienced this morning, since about midnight, they picked up about 12 to 14 inches of rain. So there's intense flash flooding in the canyon. It did go to the roads in about 4 or 5 places. On the road here, Highway 11, which is the road, the only road you take over the crater and you go southwest of Hilo, tree damage, a lot of telephone poles are down, full lines across the road. Got emergency crews been out all night long along Highway 11, clearing debris and reopening the road now. But it's been pretty heavy rain and somewhat damage, some damage, not major, minor damage on the south side of Hawaii overnight from the winds and obviously the hurricane going to tropical storm.
Yeah.
The rain is running down now, so it's getting a lot better here in the last hour.
And definitely the east side of the island of Hawaii and the southeast side got hit pretty hard, especially with rainfall. How are the winds?
Right now the winds are only about 10 to 15. They've calmed dramatically, but earlier, about 2 hours ago, they were talking to 30 to 40 with very torrential heavy rainfall. It's probably raining at 2 to 3 inches an hour about around 6 a.m. this morning. This is very, very heavy rainfall. And it was literally like waterfall just cascading off buildings and sides of the hills, and it was intense flash flooding over a large area.
All right, and are residents and tourists heeding the warnings? Are they staying indoors, or do you see a lot of people out and about?
No, there's not. Nobody's out. It's just government officials. Highway Patrol have talked to 2 to 3 state troopers here on the road and emergency management here in Hawaii assessing damage. But there's a lot of state people. But basically, the island's deserted. I mean, everybody's staying home. Nobody's on the roads. Matter of fact, very little traffic. In 30 miles, only passed 1 vehicle in 30 miles. There's nobody out.
Okay, well, that's at least good news. And you're seeing, real quick, some better weather conditions just recently, right?
That's right. The sun's trying to come out, not totally yet, off to my east yet, but the sky has lifted dramatically off to the east as I'm heading back to Hilo right now from the far southwestern tip of Hawaii, and conditions are dramatically improving as I drive west. The rain has let up quite a bit, and the sun is actually trying to come out back to my east here. Well,
that's good news. You stay safe. We're going to be checking in with Jeff Piotrowski here throughout the day on Weather Nation, so stay tuned for more reports from him over the next few hours. And of course, we're going to have much more, not only on what's happening there in Hawaii, but elsewhere in the country for you right here on Weather Nation. Stay with us.